Hello everybody, my name is Kennex, and I wanted to start this video devlog series so I can kind of show off this game that I've been working on called Friction Friends, and maybe get some feedback, maybe figure out some cool things that I haven't implemented yet, and maybe some other areas and areas that I can focus on and get, like I said, get some feedback so I can make the game better than it is. This is a game strictly with Python and PyGame, and whenever I load it up, you'll see that maybe that's not the best use, but I thoroughly enjoy having to do it all, so that's kind of why I've chosen that. Plus I love Python and I know it pretty well, so it's kind of, that's where I'm at in that regard. And who knows, one day maybe changing it would be a good idea, but at this time that's what we're going to stick with. And so in that regard, I have a lot of code written, and a lot of the game is pretty functional, but there's going to be some things that I'm going to add, and some new features and some other elements that may be along the way that will be cool to kind of capture in this video series. My time is limited, but I'm going to try to get through a few videos here and there, and the goal would ultimately be to release one a week, but we'll see how that kind of plays out. And some of the things I'll get into, and I want to just preface that this won't necessarily be a tutorial unless whatever I'm doing you could also utilize. The code is currently not open source. Maybe in the future it will be, but if someone needs something, I'm down to send it along. But maybe we'll get into some graphics and doing some stuff like that, level design or level creation, just strict coding, just idea generation, a lot of different things that I'm going to probably get into down the line. I don't know that I'm going to be recording everything here, but I'm going to be recording a decent bit, so we'll kind of see, and maybe I'll give a little snapshot of like, here's what I did last, or something along those lines. But I'm going to load up this game so you can kind of see what I'm talking about, and I'll give you a quick overview of what Friction Friends is. So like I said, it's called Friction Friends, and I'm using Kenny assets and then editing Kenny assets, so that's currently where I'm at now with graphic wise, and I've drawn some things myself, but these are strictly from based on and inspired by Kenny assets. And so what this is it's a sliding game, hence Friction Friends. So you play this little alien, and if every time you hit an arrow, like I'm going to hit down, it goes until he slides until he stops. And if I'm going to hit right, or D, or the right arrow key, he goes, and notice he collected that crystal. So that's kind of the goal, is to collect crystals and then get to the end goal, which in this case you can see is an igloo. So once you go through the igloo, you start at the next level. I need to add some transitions, so that's definitely something that I'm going to love to get into here in the near future. But there's a lot of cool things that I already have implemented, and then there's a lot of cool things I have in my head and on paper that I kind of want to implement. So like, note this dialog box. That's something that you don't typically see. Especially with a Python PyGame. This was a challenge, but I think it's pretty much perfected at this point for this game. It's not packaged perfectly yet, but maybe one day I can work to get that out there. But yeah, so this is, like I said, this sliding game, and I plan to have a lot of levels. There's a lot of gameplay, and I kind of want to just, like I said, throw it out there and get some feedback, get some ideas, and make this an actual real game. And now you can see I'm on level 3 now, and I actually have introduced some new elements. We have we have some rocks here, and each of the aliens you can play actually have their own special ability. And I don't know how I'm going to intertwine everything just yet. I have some ideas, but the green guy, his name is Jack. I coined him as Jack for this specific game. He's able to jump, so notice he's able to jump over these little rocks here, so that's his special ability, so he doesn't get stopped. And notice he can't jump over this because there's a tree in the way. There's a lot of different elements like that in that regard. So, but he can collect crystals like everyone can, but he can jump over rocks. And notice there's a boulder. He actually does not have the ability to push a boulder. Can he gain that ability? Maybe. He actually can. In a different video, I'll kind of explain that kind of stuff, like what I'm thinking and where I am in terms of getting other abilities or changing your alien or things like that. So yeah, this is Friction Friends. Like I said, this is going to be a pretty short video. Some videos are going to be super long. Some videos are not going to be super long. I'm going to just kind of see where I'm at with things, and we'll get into some technical things, some technical coding. Maybe I'll take some feedback, or if someone says, hey, I'd love to see this feature, maybe I can see what I can do to get that implemented, or not even, if not fully implemented, started to, or just kind of creating my own idea off of it. We'll kind of see how that works. And creating these levels is complicated. Well, it could be more complicated, but it gets interesting. So creating the levels, that I'll probably have a lot of videos on that, because that's kind of where I'm at, because I do have a lot of elements here already. And as you can see in this level 4, I believe it is, we actually get in some new elements. You see these cattails here. That's kind of how you get extra skills. So once you pick up that specific color cattail, now Jack can push a boulder, the green guy. He now has that ability. I have a HUD, which I have a lot of work to do on the HUD still, so that'll definitely be a whole video or more. So, but just want to, like I said, just kind of want to put it out there. Show off this game, get some initial feedback, and maybe we'll see what everyone's thoughts are. And this is a great game, or a great idea in my opinion, that I've just been working on for months, and I'm probably going to be working on it for a lot more months to come. So let me know what you think. If you're excited about this, so like I said, I'm going to put out videos when I can, so it might not be weekly, but we'll see how it kind of goes. Hit subscribe if you want, and stay tuned. I don't know what my next video is going to be yet. I actually haven't even planned this kind of stuff out, because I'm kind of just taking it by the horns, and I wanted to record some sort of a log for this this game. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you're looking forward to see what's next. And I am Kennex. This is Friction Friends, and I'll talk to you soon.